You finally sit down at the end of the day, and instead of feeling done, your mind starts listing everything you did not do. Not everything, just enough to make the whole day feel incomplete. The message you did not reply to, the task you pushed back, the thing you meant to start but never got round to, the one conversation you still need to have, the thing hanging over tomorrow. And suddenly, the fact that you were carrying things all day, handling things, showing up, does not seem to matter. It just feels like you did not do enough. There is someone, let's call her Amara. Her days are full. Work, messages, people needing things that look small on their own, but together take up her whole day. She is not lazy. She is not avoiding her life. She is actually trying to stay on top of things, trying to keep moving, trying not to let things slide. But all the way through the day, there is a quiet pressure following her. This should be further along. I need to be more consistent. I should be doing more than this. And that changes the feeling of everything. Because now, she is not just doing the task. She is also measuring herself while she does it. Is this enough? Am I doing enough? Am I still behind? So even while she is working, there is a sense that it is not landing. She sends the email, but her mind has already moved to the next thing. She finishes one task, but instead of feeling relieved, she feels late for the next one. She gets through the day, but not with any sense of completion. Only continuation. And when she finally stops, that pressure does not stop with her. It follows her into the evening. She tries to relax, but her body is still carrying the day. She sits down, but her mind keeps moving. Thinking about tomorrow. What still needs to be done. What she has not caught up on yet. And this is where it becomes exhausting. Because it is not just about doing things. It is about never feeling like you have done enough to stop. You might know this feeling. You finish something, and almost immediately think about the next thing. You make progress, but your attention goes to what is still missing. You take a break, and instead of resting, you feel like you have not earned it yet. You sit down to breathe, and your mind tells you that you should be using the time better. You get through a difficult day, and still find a way to tell yourself it was not enough. And over time, this becomes a constant background pressure. Like you are always slightly behind. Always missing something. Always a little late to your own life. Even when you are not. And the hard part is, it starts to feel true. Not like a passing thought, like a conclusion. Like maybe this is just who you are. Someone who never quite keeps up. But what is actually happening is simpler and more important than that. You are not measuring your day by what you have done. You are measuring it by what is still open. And when you measure your life like that, completion does not exist. There will always be something left. Something unfinished. Something you could improve. Something you did not get to. So the feeling becomes predictable. No matter how much you do, it never feels like enough. Not because it is not enough, but because of how you are measuring it. That is why your effort does not land. That is why your progress does not feel real. That is why rest starts to feel guilty instead of restorative. Because your mind is not asking, what moved forward today? It is asking, what is still unfinished? And those two questions create two completely different emotional lives. One allows satisfaction, the other keeps you in permanent shortage. One lets effort register, the other keeps erasing it. One says, something happened today. The other says, it still was not enough. And if you live under that second voice for long enough, you begin to feel like your worth is tied to constant output. Like stillness has to be earned. Like rest is only allowed once everything is done. And since everything is never fully done, you never quite arrive at permission. That is why this can feel so relentless. It is not just productivity pressure. It is emotional pressure. Identity pressure. Worth pressure. So once you see that clearly, you can begin to shift it. Not by doing more. Not by becoming stricter with yourself. But by changing the question. The next time your day ends, before your mind moves automatically to what is missing, pause and ask yourself, what actually moved forward today? What did I carry? What did I handle? What did I make easier? What did I complete? Let it register. Not quickly. Not as a formality. Actually, let it land. Because until it does, your mind will keep telling the same story. That you are behind. That you are not doing enough. That you are somehow always missing it. Even when you are not. You are not falling short. You have just been measuring your life by what is unfinished. And the moment that changes is the moment your effort starts to feel real again. The moment your rest starts to feel allowed again. the moment your life starts to feel like something you are living, instead of something you are constantly failing to keep up with.